How to rise again after failing to attract investment. Failing to attract investment can be a profoundly challenging experience for many entrepreneurs and business owners. The feeling that all the time and effort poured into preparation have gone to waste can lead to immense loss and frustration. However, it's crucial to remember that such a failure is by no means the end. Instead, it can serve as a valuable stepping stone for more robust growth, a stronger future, and ultimately, success. The key lies in how one overcomes this moment of despair and rises again. The first step in such a situation is the essential process of calmly analyzing and acknowledging the reasons for the failure. Even during a period of emotional difficulty, it's necessary to take time to objectively look back at what was lacking and what areas need improvement. You must thoroughly examine whether there was a fundamental problem with the business model itself, whether the market analysis was insufficient, or if there were shortcomings in the way you persuaded investors with your vision. Sometimes, seeking advice from external experts, or meticulously checking for any deficiencies in documentary aspects, such as proposals or contracts, is also important. Through such thorough self-analysis, we don't just experience failure, we gain clear insights into what we've learned and how we can improve. As the saying goes, you have to fail 3 times to succeed. In some cultures, the experience gained through failure is an invaluable asset that cannot be bought with money, allowing you to build a more solid foundation for greater success. Next, re-establishing your mindset and recharging with positive energy is of utmost importance. After a failure, it's easy to fall into disappointment and self-blame. But you must not linger in these emotions for too long. Mental management is a critical factor for your next challenge. Engaging in activities that help you relieve stress, such as exercise, hobbies, or meditation, and communicating with others to share your feelings can be immensely helpful. Just like an entrepreneur confessed after being asked, "Do you regret quitting Google?" They spent several hellish months. Enduring difficult times is certainly not easy. However, it's vital to maintain a positive mindset, trusting and encouraging yourself. Always remember that failure is a stepping stone to growth, and acknowledging and encouraging your own potential and past efforts will be the most powerful source of energy for your relaunch. Once you are mentally prepared, it's time to reconstruct your business model and actively seek new opportunities based on the lessons learned from your analysis. If the reasons for failure are clear, you must now improve upon them to create a stronger and more attractive business model. Closely monitor changes in the market and, if necessary, do not hesitate to boldly adjust your business direction or formulate new strategies. For example, given the current trend, where it's challenging to attract large initial investments, aiming for phased investment rounds might be a more realistic approach. Concurrently, you should actively seek out and approach various potential investors, including venture capitalists, accelerators, and angel investors, beyond those you've previously contacted. Improving the persuasiveness of your business plan or seeking expert advice on startup review points will also be greatly beneficial. If you are considering founding a company, utilizing Rechange of education and support programs provided by the government or relevant institutions can also be a wise strategy. Finally, I want to emphasize the importance of courage and perseverance to rise again. While failing to attract investment can be a bitter experience, it will undoubtedly strengthen your entrepreneurial spirit. Historically, many successful entrepreneurs have overcome countless failures and persevered in their endeavors, eventually achieving great success. Investors, too, consider not only the outcome, but also what one learns from failure and how they overcome it as important evaluation criteria. Therefore, if you are currently going through a difficult time, take a moment to pause, reflect on yourself, and then prepare to leap forward with renewed vigor. I believe that your passionate dedication and persistent efforts will certainly lead to brilliant results in due course.